Goonie GG. One tap, screen freeze, that's GG. Big plays, big rage, come see me. Welcome to the grind, this is Goonie GG.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back in. Today I wanted to dive over my skill tree. If you want to loot, you want to shoot, this is the skill tree for you. The best of both worlds. I will periodically split off and say if you want to loot, do this. If you want to shoot, do that. But I will lay it out in order for you. The very first perk should always be Nimble Climber in the mobility tree. It helps you climb faster, but it segues to the two most important perks in the game, those being Youthful Lungs and Marathon Runner. So, once you put at level 1, you put the first perk in the yellow mobility tree, then you branch the next 10 levels into Youthful Lungs and Marathon Runner, which in turn will create a nice solid foundation over the first 11 levels for you to be able to run around the map without constantly being worried about stamina. We then branch out to the red tree with the first perk, Agile Croucher. Not very important in itself, but branches out to more important perks down the road. One of those being Looter's Instincts. When you search a container, loot is revealed faster, so now we can move around faster, as well as when we are looting, we'll be able to see that loot quicker to be able to move on to the next container. We're going to put the next 5 of our points in Looter's Instincts. On the opposite side of the survival tree, Revitalizing Squat will get 1 point, so we could go into be able to get the in-round crafting ability. That way we could stay on the surface longer, as well as condense and confine everything we are getting on the top side to bring back more to Speranza. At this point, we'll go back to Revitalizing Squat and fill it up to 5 out of 5, so that way we can reach the 15-point threshold to be able to progress in the survival tree. At this point, we put 1 point in Silent Scavenger, doubling back into Agile Croucher for 2 more points, giving us 15 total points in survival. That way we're able to grab Suffer in Silence. While not overly strong by itself, it does give us the ability to pick up Traveling Tinker along the way, increasing what we can make on the surface, aka Raider Hatchkeys and Herbal Bandages. Broad Shoulders is our next pickup, where we're going 5 out of 5 to give us an additional 10 pounds in our carrying capacity. Now it is time to split off into the conditioning tree, where we are going to put 1 point in Used to the Weight. Blastborn will also get 1 point, progressing up to Fight or Flight, which will get another 1 point as well. Quickly pausing, this is what the skill tree looks like so far. Just wanted to put a stopping point in here so everybody could catch up. And continuing up the green tree, Gentle Pressure will get 1 point, and we'll follow that up the right side to get Proficient Prior for 1 point for now as well. And by this point in the game, you're probably using blue and purple shields more often, so let's go ahead and fall back to the Used to the Weight perk, and let's fill that out with 5 out of 5, so that way the weight of your shield does not affect your movement speed as much. And now is one of those moments where you have to choose if you're a looter or a shooter. We're going to dabble in the 2 perks we've already touched on, that being Fight or Flight and Proficient Prior. If you like to loot more, you're going to put 5 out of 5 in Proficient Prior and only 3 in Fight or Flight. And if you're the opposite and you like to shoot more, we're going to go 5 out of 5 in Fight or Flight and only 3 out of 5 in Proficient Prior. Pick up both of the major nodes along the conditioning tree, give us Unburdened Roll, as well as Survivor Stamina. Both of these perks will increase our survivability whether we take contact from Arc or players. Moving back into the red survival tree, we're going to be picking up Looter's Luck for 5 out of 5. Gives you a small chance to reveal twice as many items at once. It's nothing much, but it is a quality of life update that makes it easier. Go ahead and grab Good as New, which is another stamina regeneration buff as long as you're under the effects of healing. Follow it up with putting 1 point into Stubborn Mule so that stamina regeneration is not affected when you are over encumbered. Throw 4 points into 3 Deep Breaths, as well as put 1 point into 1 Raider Scraps. And once that is done, go ahead and throw 2 more points into Silent Scavenger, bringing your survival tree up to 36 total points. At this point, you can see that we are going for the security breach. If you want to be more of a shooter, do not spend these next 2 points. Save these and we'll use them in the mobility tree. If you are wanting to be more of a looter, go ahead and put 1 point additional in 3 Deep Breaths and then unlock Security Breach. At this point, everybody can put 3 points into Slip and Slide. We're not worried about the distance, but the ability to slide faster. And 1 point into Sturdy Ankles, which will now have us at the 15-point mobility threshold, so we can go ahead and acquire Carry the Momentum. And for our final 5 points, we'll be putting 3 in Effortless Roll and 2 in Crawl Before You Walk, If you're one of those people that save some of those points from the survival skill tree because you want to PvP a little more, go ahead and max out effortless roll with 5 out of 5. And this is the complete skill tree that we have on the looter setup. Let's quickly run through all the synergies we have working at hand one by one. Marathon Runner and Youthful Lungs give us a base foundation for more stamina using less. Carrying the Momentum lets us do the dodge roll and then have a free sprint to consume stamina. Effortless Roll makes those dodge rolls cost less stamina. 3D Breaths lets us use those dodge rolls that we're saving energy on and then recoup the stamina back quicker. And then from a survival perspective, if our shield breaks, we get a free dodge roll that doesn't cost any stamina, as well as if we are hurt, our regeneration is increased again. On top of Fight or Flight will give us, when we are hurt, we gain a fixed amount of stamina, which we can use to do the dodge rolls after we get the free one. Those are now cheaper and we have increased regeneration of the stamina consumed. All of which will be quieter due to the Suffer in Silence perk if we are really hurt. Revitalizing Squat and Agile Croucher lets us get more stamina when we're crouching, as well as move faster when we are crouching. One thing to note is when you are breaching or looting something in a crouching position, this does count as a crouching stamina regeneration. Which lets us get into our looting synergies. Proficient Prior lets us get into doors and containers faster, while doing it quieter with Silent Scavenger. Looter's Instinct allows us to get this revealed quicker, while the Looter's Luck gives us the chance to double those reveals, and Broad Shoulders lets us carry more of that loot at once. That's all I got today, boys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate you. Peace.
G-O-O-N-I-E, crown on the logo, that's my ID. Every new level I eat, then leave. You can see the sweat on the enemy. Goonie GG, yeah. Big plays, big heat. Every match, every map, that's a new streak. If you queue, you can meet me in a kill feed. Goonie GG, better watch that replay. Goonie GG, race quit, delete, whole squad drop quick. That was all me. If you came for the smoke, you can stay C. Goonie GG, this the place you wanna be. Hey!